Well, good morning, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Um, Welcome to Cooking and Tailgating with Joe Boo, as well as my endless fight against my weight. Um, I have I have a cycle, and it's called football season. And what happens for me is, football season, I end up doing a lot of cooking, a lot of entertaining every week. We do the big sub, and people bring over desserts and sodas and all that stuff. It's not hard for me to know what put weight on me. It's really simple. Sodas and candy. And the thing is I can go without candy for a long time until I get into like a candy fit, and I will just want more and more candy. I have a Walmart marketplace that's right next door, which is nice and convenient. But every time, you go over there on a regular basis, buying groceries and stuff, and right there they have the double pack of Twix that are $2.28 for a 2-pack of it, which is not penny candy like when I was growing up, but it's a pretty good price for that candy. And when we were, the realization was looking at some of the videos from when we were in Vermont and realizing how much weight I had really put on and how big my belly is. And so, I had this cold when I got here, when I got back from Vermont. And so we kind of laid up a bit, but started Saturday trying to get back into keto. I've had a lot of comments out there about how dangerous keto is for you and you shouldn't do it. Well, me being 275.8 pounds, almost the heaviest I've ever been, and seeing myself literally put on about 7 pounds in the course of a week because I ate subs, I ate chips, I ate candy, I drank sodas. That ain't healthy for me either. I think at least, if nothing else, this works for me. I can't say that I'm constantly in ketosis, but for me, just staying away from the sodas, drinking more water, reducing the sugar to next to nothing, and cutting down on the carbs can't be bad. Now, the bad thing about keto, or the knock people get, is that you're getting a lot of high fat. Well, surprisingly, yesterday, I was working around the house and doing a bunch of things, shooting my videos, and I have a goal on how many videos I want to do each day, and I'm trying to build this channel as well. And so I did a lot of editing and things. I made tuna fish on Sunday, and you got to be careful about eating tuna fish too, because tuna is one of the fish that are high in mercury. So they say actually don't have tuna more than 2 or 3 times a week. We'll have tuna this week, and then we'll lay off of it for a while. But I made a tuna sandwich using 647 bread, which is supposedly 4 net carbs for 2 slices. I made a sandwich during the day for lunch and kept on going. And I was going to do a shrimp bowl last night, but then I realized I had a live stream. I totally forgot about that. And so I went and did my live stream, and I was like, I don't really want to mess up the kitchen. So I ended up doing a tuna melt for dinner. So for yesterday, here's what I had, and wasn't hungry. 2 tuna fish sandwiches all day long. The day before, we had the steak salad, which of course does have my blue cheese dressing on it, but lots of veggies and things, and has the steak, but not, probably about 8 ounces of steak maybe on it. And I had a wedge salad for lunch. So with all that being said, this morning when I got on the scale, it's 70.8. Now you want to get excited and say, oh my God, keto works. Well, here's the thing that happens with keto, or at least what I've learned, is when you first get on keto, you lose a lot of water weight. And when you lose that water weight, you drop about 4 or 5 pounds in the first few days. And you have that, and all of a sudden you feel great. Then you kind of hit a plateau. So I'm getting the early water weight loss, even though you're drinking more and more water. Oh, and making my keto coffee this morning. And then I've got to go. I'm going to do my keto coffee, do my video for my sports channel, and then I've got to drive up the road and do some drywall work and stuff like that. So I won't be back until like 4 or 5 this evening. And probably we'll just have water and my keto coffee. Now I use this Keto Bomb. I used to get it on Amazon, but Amazon stopped getting it, or if you find it, it's like $70, $80. But what I found is some Walgreens carry it. It's about $28. But this is basically to help you get into ketosis. I love it even when I'm not doing keto. It's a great coffee creamer. And so here's what I do, okay? I don't like butter in my coffee, okay? So that's why I use that. I use my heavy cream. I put a good bit of that into it and mix that up before I put the coffee into it. Sometimes I'll take some cinnamon or some cocoa dust and put on it. Ooh. And then I use Ready Whip, Cool Whip, real cream. Okay, now, some people are going to say, you're drinking coffee with heavy cream and all that. Here's the thing, because my wife was like, oh, there you go. You're ruining it. You got sugar. Well, here's the thing about the Ready Whip cream. If you read the ingredients, or excuse me, the content for it, total grams, this is for serving size, 2 tablespoons. 1 gram of fat, okay, a half a gram of saturated fat, less than 5 milligrams of cholesterol, zero sodium, 1 carb, less than 1 gram of sugar. I put a little bit on my keto coffee, and that gives me a great flavor. So I've got my cream, and I've got my keto mixed into it. Try and get out the lumps. And I'm going to add coffee to it. And that'll be all I pretty much have until dinner time. And so I'll do the shrimp bowl for dinner tonight. What I'm honestly finding is early on, I'm not hungry. And I said to my wife yesterday that I don't feel quite as bloated early on. That I don't feel like my stomach is really just pushing my rib cage as tight as it was. Because I honestly felt like I was like, okay, I know I'm still very, very fat. 270.8 is a lot. And I need to get back down to about 250. And we'll see if we can get there. So, coffee is finished brewing. So we'll put that in there. See, I like a lot of cream in my coffee. And see, for me, if I didn't do the keto coffee, if I could do it without the cream, then it would literally be, I would be fasting every day. And so, a little bit of cinnamon. Yeah. Just a little bit more coffee in there. There you go. And here, my friends, is my keto coffee. Right there. Starbucks ain't got nothing on me. And it's a hell of a lot cheaper too. All right, good people. My day is started. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try and get myself back into shape. See you guys this evening. Peace.